So it's yours truly, Raj Baddhan here on Drivetime, your Tuesday afternoon, the 7th day of February 2017. Not far from Valentine's Day. I know you would love to have my special guest as a Valentine for yourself, है ना? मुझे पता है इनके बहुत ही चाहने वाले हैं. I'm so happy to welcome this beauty, of course, the model. And of course, the Bigg Boss star from this year. I'm talking about Lopamudra Raut, who joins me live here on the telephone, who's also, of course, one of the finalists from this year's Bigg Boss. So let's say good afternoon and good evening to you, Lopa. Welcome to my show.
Good evening. How are you doing? Thank you so much.
I'm doing well. How are you? I know you were driving, but parking ho gayi na? You parked up, so you're all safe and well.
I did park my car.
Good. Lopa, well done on Bigg Boss. How does it feel after a week and a half now? It's been since Bigg Boss finished. Are you back to normal now?
Almost getting there. Almost getting there. It's really a great feeling to be out of the house. The experience has been phenomenal, and being out of the house, you actually understand your worth when you were inside, because we're totally unaware of the fans and the supporters who loved you so much. So when I've stepped out of the house, I can now feel the energy. Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
It is. It's absolutely unbelievable. Even Twitter has gone into a frenzy. Facebook, everything. I think all these kind of fan clubs, they are around the world. Itna sara pyar for you, Lopa. So well done.
I know, it's just exploding. When I switched on my phone, I haven't read. It has been almost a week now that I'm out of the house, but I am still not able to read all my WhatsApp messages, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook. It's just exploding, and it's out of control.
Oh. Lopa, I was going to ask you actually, because now it's been a week and a half since you've been out of the house. Are you still feeling like Bigg Boss is watching over you? Are you doing certain things thinking, oh no, there might be a camera looking over me or something like that?
Yeah.
Because it's 3 months in the house, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you, 3.5 months in that house, and after coming out of that house, I still, in my subconscious mind, when I wake up, sometimes I sleep in very weird positions, and then suddenly realize, oh my God, the cameras must be capturing me. Let me cover myself. And then I open my eyes, and then I see, oh, there are no cameras. I'm in my house. I'll tell you what happened. It's very funny. The first night out of the Bigg Boss house, I was in a hotel room with my sister, and I woke up, and I was on the other side of the bed, and I woke up, opened my eyes, and I saw different furniture and totally different interior and different architecture. I said, where am I?
Oh, no.
I thought, am I kidnapped or something? I just woke up and shit. And I looked on the other side, and there was my sister sleeping next to me. I said, oh my God, I'm out of the house. So it's really weird.
It is.
It is back to normal.
It is indeed. It's going to take some time for you to get back to normal. Lopa, another question I was going to ask you was, what was the first thing that you did? I mean, when you left the Bigg Boss sets and when you went back home, what was the one thing that you missed so much that you went to do? Was there something in particular?
When I came out of the set of Bigg Boss, I just yelled, "Yippee, freedom!" And there were kids on the terrace, and they were like, "Lopa, Lopa!" The energy that I was feeling, it was just phenomenal. And when I came back to my place, I couldn't believe it. That warmth that I felt, I have felt at nothing like home. Your home is the best place in the world. Your bed is the most comfortable place. That's what I've realized, the worth of it. Bigg Boss has made me realize. Oh,
that's good to hear, Lopa.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to some of these questions from the fans. And I was telling you off air that there's millions of them, so let's try to keep the answers short as possible. One is from Sonam Tilani, who wants to know, is there any chance of watching Rohan and you together on any other show now that you just finished Bigg Boss? Is there anything that you're going to be doing together?
We don't have anything together, maybe, but you can catch me live on India Forum's live chat, so maybe we are going to be there together very soon. I'll keep you updated.
Awesome. Of course, Rohan was, one of your closest friends in the house. Are you still in touch with the others from the Bigg Boss house?
Yes. You would love to know that I just met Rahul Dev and his girlfriend, Mukta. So we were together for dinner, and I'm just driving back home.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Good
and
to hear.
Yesterday I met Lokesh.
Okay, that's good to hear because I know there's a lot of people want to know about that. What about any of the other ones from the finalists? Manu, Manveer. What about Bani? I know she's away at the moment, but anyone else from the Big Boss house that you've got in touch with?
Not yet, but yeah, after the finale, Manveer, me, Lokesh, Akansha, and Nithiba did have a great time. We took some selfies and we had some fun, and then we obviously headed back to our cities. So now that they're in Delhi, I'm not really in touch.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we'll come to some more of those questions from the fans. Sana wants to know about your future plans and projects. I know you've just come out of the house. You must be inundated with lots of projects. Is there anything that you're looking at more closely than the others?
Yes, I am looking forward to doing some good projects like few movies. There are a few music albums that I'll be doing very soon. So yeah, we're in talks.
Okay. And a question also from Vibo wants to know, what are the changes that you're feeling within yourself that you didn't feel before entering Bigg Boss, but you've got that kind of feeling now? Is there anything that's changed within you?
Yes, my endurance, my patience has definitely increased, and I have come out of the house as a stronger person.
Good.
Yes.
Because it does test you, doesn't it? Bigg Boss does test you in so many different ways.
Yes.
So
it is more of a mental test.
Mental test, yeah, indeed. Bhavna is asking, what are the two most craziest things that you would love to do that you couldn't do because of restrictions in BB?
Two craziest things. Well, I think I've done everything possible in the house. I wasn't really crazy things. I don't know. Maybe binging. I wanted to binge on food, and I couldn't do that in the Bigg Boss house. I used to get sugar cravings, and I wanted to eat so many muffins and chocolate cakes. So that's what I want to do right now, because I'm out of the house and there's no luxury budget, there's no control over food, and there's no rationing. Yeah.
So you've been have you been overindulging yourself now that you've been out the Bigg Boss house?
Yeah, I just had a pizza.
Oh.
And chocolate chip cookies, like amazing.
Oh. There's also a question from Team Lopamudra asking, how difficult was it to survive in the Bigg Boss house for 105 days? Would say if you were to rate it out of 1 to 10, 10 being really difficult, how much would you rate it? Your experience in the house?
It was 9.5 out of 10.
Oh.
And it's that difficult.
And what would you say was the most challenging part of being in the Bigg Boss house?
Most challenging part was to justify your activities. Why you're doing this, justify your acts, because every time people become so competitive with the passing peaks that you keep on passing, that people become so competitive. They want to pull you down because they understand that you're really doing well. So surviving with those people who pretend to be your friends but not are really your friends. And that was the most challenging part. And every time you do something, you got to make people understand. And most of the times, things go against your will. So to convince everybody and to make things work the way you want it to work was the most challenging thing.
Good answer. Yeah. And Kusum Dalmia wants to know, who did you want to win amongst Bani and Manveer?
I wanted Manveer to win because out of both of them, Manveer is definitely the deserving candidate to win. Yeah.
And Supriya wants to know, what two rules, if there were two rules in the Bigg Boss house that you could erase, completely wipe out, which two rules would you have chosen to kind of delete completely?
Bigg Boss चाहते हैं कि लोपामुद्रा हिंदी भाषा का प्रयोग करे, and I would want to talk in English because there were few things that I couldn't express in Hindi, so that is one rule I would have erased if I had to. And another one, I would like to remove the mics that were placed in the toilets and the bathrooms. It's really annoying. The first day I went to take a shower and looked up and oh my God, there's a mic right on my head. You literally have no privacy. Imagine that's the case in the toilet too.
Oh, okay. Deva Brata wants to know what was the most tough? What's been the most toughest part for you in your life? Engineering Miss United Continent or BB10?
Bigg Boss 10 was definitely the most difficult part of my life. It is that challenge that I have given to myself, and I think I've done really well. I never thought I was a Big Boss. I was made for Big Boss.
Oh. And Mammu ki Bhanji wants to know, was it a challenge to maintain your dignity when you felt that you were constantly being targeted by Bigg Boss?
Yes. It is very challenging to maintain your dignity, at the same time to raise your voice against injustice, because somewhere you feel that, okay, the flow of the show was going against you. The light I was put in by the end of the show wasn't really good, and it wasn't really complete truth, We spend a lot of hours together, and we do a lot of things, good and bad. Less bad and more good things, especially in my case. But they did show those slight negative aspects by the end of the show, because my graph was really going good in the beginning. But at the end, the last 2 weeks really weren't that great, and I was put in a very negative light, which is not the truth. If you see, the whole journey has been really nice, but if they show that little one thing that you do wrong, that one wrong thing you do, and they show it, that completely changes your image, and that's what has happened to me. They did not show the good part. They showed the bad. It is really difficult.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you, because of you've been at the house now for a week and a half, as I mentioned. Have you watched any of the footage back, and what did you think about some of the editing?
See, I would like to admit the fact that Bigg Boss is a reality show. It is about real things. It's not scripted, but it's very well edited. I haven't seen any of the episodes yet, but when I meet people, when I meet my supporters, and when I get to know a few things, then I really feel bad, because I feel really good about few things, because I've appreciated a lot. People do come to me and they say good things, nice things, and they tell me that I have inspired them in their lives. So what can be better than that? But there were few things that were bitter by the end of the season, so that really disappoints me, because it really influences the audience, because people believe in what they see, but they don't understand that it is just the 34-minute episode that has been extracted out of the 12-hour journey that we've had during the day. 12-hour story. Yeah. So the few minute details are excluded, which people really need to know, because if a person is behaving in a certain manner, what's the reason behind that? Who has instigated that person's behavior in a certain way? What has instigated? So those few details are dropped, and people tend to misunderstand you.
Well, no, I agree with you, because of course editing is quite an important thing that producers use to make the show look better for the ratings, and that's what they do. Another question from Roshni, who wants to talk about this editing, and there were some fans who actually were complaining about this because of the interaction that you had with Salman Khan after your eviction, which wasn't shown in certain countries. Now tell us, what did he say to you? What did Salman Khan say to you, and how was the meeting like, the interaction with him?
Well, when I walked out, when I was in the top 3 and I walked out of the house, he was really disappointed, because he was expecting me to see, probably that he was expecting me to see in one of the top 2s. So even the audience was very disappointed that I walked out. So he said, how do you feel? And I said, I feel absolutely fine, because I've made it so far, because I think I was the only... and this is not what I said to him, but I'm telling you, I was the only celebrity with the least fan following out of all of them. So I think I've done really good, and I've given a good competition to all the celebrities and to all the Indiawalas. He said good things to me, and what I said in return was, I think fear is stupid, and so I regret. So I don't believe in having regrets in my life, and I think I've done fantastic. And I believe that winners never quit and quitters never win, and I'm glad I never quit. Yeah. So he was really happy with what I said.
And Lopa, there's a question from Karishma, and a few other fans have been asking about Rohan Mehra, who's deleted one of his pictures with his girlfriend Kanchi for some negative comments from the fans. What's your views on this? Have you got any comments about that?
What was that? He's deleted the picture.
There was because of certain comments that people were making about his relationship after he's come back out of the Bigg Boss house. And there was also stories, about also you guys looking good together, etc. I mean, what's your take on all that?
So he's deleted his picture with Kanchi?
Yes.
I'm really unaware of the fact, so I don't think it's a good. I can comment on that because I don't know what's really going on. I'm so sorry about that.
No problem at all. Okay, Trishani wants to know one word. If you were to describe Rohan, Rahul Ji, and Manveer, how would you describe them?
Rohan, best friend. Rahul Ji, the best guide. Manveer, flamboyant.
Okay. And Mahi Kappa wants to know, if you got a TV show offer and can choose heroes from your BB housemates, who would you choose as your hero?
I would choose Rahul Ji.
Rahul Ji.
As my hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Arpita wants to know, what was your favourite task in the BB house?
My favorite task was the captaincy task that I won against Manveer and Bani. Otherwise, also I've won a lot of tasks. But one of the most entertaining and I have enjoyed the most in it was the Raja and Rank task. We had a secret task in that.
Oh, yes. Talk about Raja Rank. Valentine's Day is around the corner as well. People are asking, what qualities would you like to have in your partner?
A fidelity.
Uh-huh.
And a good sense of humor and maturity. Yeah.
Cool. And Vivian wants to know, what is something you have always wanted to try but have been too scared to do?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
What is something that you've always wanted to do or try, but you're too scared to do it, that you might want to do later?
I want to hold a real snake in my hand. I'm too scared to do that, but I'm too excited to do it too.
Oh, you never know. Could be a chance soon. But by the way, I was going to ask you, now that you've finished Bigg Boss, have you got any plans of doing any other reality TV shows? Are you a fan of other reality TV shows now that you've done Bigg Boss? Because obviously Bigg Boss was the biggest one.
I would love to do Big Brother. I would love to do Big Brother.
In the UK, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. And Sakshi Dev wants to know, what is your idea of an ideal date?
Sakshi, I think my ideal date should be... I'm very proper. Like, I like a proper setup, candles lit in a proper setup with a nice red wine and Italian food, and the guy should be really well dressed and me wearing a nice gown. I don't know, for me this is how that ideal date is, in an exotic location with a beautiful ambience. Yeah. Okay. And good music.
Awesome. And there's also a question about which moment from the BB house that you would like to relive again. Is there anyone in particular?
Yeah, the moment in Bigg Boss house. I think those moments were the interaction with Salmanji, especially when he came to the inside the house on for the New Year's, and also another moment was Ranveer Singh when he came inside the house. So yeah, there were two moments because I've really admired these people in my life.
Okay. And by the way, today is Rose Day, and there's a lot of fans that are saying, can you please wish our Queen Lopa a very happy Rose Day from her Lopa army. She has won millions of hearts here, so that's of love.
God.
Thank
you so much. Thank you so much. I wish you all a happy Rose Day too.
Lopa, I just want to say thank you so much for coming here on my show. It has been a pleasure, and I wish you all the best with your career. And if you are going to be coming here anytime soon in the UK, let us know, because it would be great to have you in the studio.
Oh, awesome. I actually have London plans, so maybe sooner.
Awesome.
Yeah, but thank you so much for having me here.
Good to hear. Lopa, look after yourself and wish you all the best from Sabras Radio and from me, Raj Baddhan, all right?
Thank you.
Take care.
I wish you all the best too. Take care.
Thank you very much. Thank you. There you go. That's Lopamudra Raut joining me here on Drivetime. Of course, the star of this year's Bigg Boss, which ended last week. And by the way, if you missed that interview, you can listen back to it at sabrasradio.com. Right now, though, approaching 5 o'clock, let's go to the latest local, national and international news with Sky News. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
1260 AM. Digital, online, mobile app.
This is Sabras Radio.